Okay, we have a full set of League One fixtures this weekend, so I'm just going to quickly run through my predictions. Kicking us off, AFC Wimbledon take on Wickham. Wimbledon in ninth place, they've won 5, lost 4. They don't do draws. Wickham won 2 of their last 3. Very slow start for them. That's their only 2 wins of the season out their opening 9. But I fancy Wimbledon at home in this one, so I've gone for a 2-0 home win. Leyton Orient take on Stevenage. Thought Leyton Orient might have a good season. Obviously, it's still relatively early. They're down in 14th on 11 points, and they take on a Stevenage side who sits second. They've got 19 points from their opening 8 games, so brilliant start for them. And I think they'll add to that this weekend, so I've gone for a 1-0 away win. Barnsley take on Port Vale. Been a pretty good start for Barnsley. They did lose last weekend away at Blackpool, but they're sat in 6th place on 16 points. So, like I say, good start for them. Port Vale showing some signs of life. They've only won 2 this season, but they were their last 2 games they played. So they've started to win some games. But yeah, away at Barnsley, I think that's going to be a tough game. So I've gone for a 3-0 home win. Bradford take on Blackpool. Bradford are top of the league. Obviously, they came up last year from League 2. So fantastic start for them. It'd be interesting to see if they can keep it up. Taking on Blackpool, who have had a very slow start. Like I said, they won last weekend. That was just their second win of the season. They're sat in 22nd place. So yeah, not a brilliant start for them at all. I'm going to go for a 3-1 home win to Bradford. Burton take on Plymouth. 2 teams that haven't had very good starts. More surprising for Plymouth, obviously. But Burton, yeah, they've only played 7, but they're bottom of the league on 5 points. Take on Plymouth, who have won 3 and lost 6. Another team that don't do draws. But I think they'll get another win this weekend. So I've gone for a 2-0 away win. Exeter take on Huddersfield. Exeter, I think they are another team that haven't got a draw on the board. They've won 3 and lost 6. So not the best of starts for them. They're only on 9 points. Taking on Huddersfield, who are sat up in 5th place in the playoffs. Fairly solid start from them. And I think they will win again this weekend. So I've gone for a 2-0 away win. Luton take on Doncaster. Luton in 11th. I think people will have them to finish higher than that. They're another team that don't do draws. There seem to be a few of those in League One. They've played 8, won 4 and lost 4. Take on Doncaster, who had a really good start. They've lost their last 2 in the league. I think this will be a tight game, but I think Luton will nick it. So I've gone for a 1-0 home win. Mansfield take on Rotherham. Mansfield sat in 13th place, bit of a mixed start for them. But they might be happy with that. I thought they might be down there this year. Rotherham down in 21st, really slow start for them. Lost 3 of their last 4. I think this will be a draw though, so I've gone for a 1-1 draw. Northampton take on Bolton. Northampton were in a really good run. They won 3 on the bounce. They lost last time out. But they've moved themselves up the table with those 3 wins. Take on Bolton, who are just moving up the table. Brilliant win against Wigan in the local derby last week. And I think they'll build on that. So I've gone for a 2-0 away win. Peterborough take on Lincoln. Peterborough has been a really poor start for them. They're down in second bottom, 23rd place. They have won their last 2, so showing some signs of life. They might continue that. They take on Lincoln, who have only lost 1 game this season. They're sat in 3rd place, not lost in the last 5, so I think they will build on that, and I've gone for a 2-1 away win. Stockport take on Reading. Stockport just outside the playoffs, sat in 8th place. Taking on a Reading side that have had a really slow start. They have won 2 of their last 3, but they're down in 20th place. I think it's going to be a tough away game for them. So I've gone for a 2-0 home win to Stockport. And then finally, Wigan take on Cardiff. Like I say, Wigan were heavily beat at Bolton last week. They're sat in 12th place, a bit of a mixed start for them. Taking on Cardiff, they've only lost one, but it was at home to Bradford last week. Maybe a bit of a shock for them. Be interesting to see how they recover, but I fancy this one to be a draw. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw. That's my predictions for this weekend's games. Let's see how I get on.